It's a fight to form the words in my attempt to try and speak up. My tongue's a sword, sharp is my word. Let me pierce them ears, say it loud and clear. Let me say it loud and clear. Faster, call it like a switch up. Wait for the glow up, a metamorphosis. Chipping at the things laid down for me, brick by brick, little miss. How long you been under pressure? Damn, all my life I've been under pressure. 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 Learned to fight back when they tried to play me. Held back my anger all while my rage invading. Show your kindness, that's expected. What's not projected are the thoughts inside this head, and finally address that the fear of confrontation led to my frustration. Baby, keep it real. Where's the guts, where's the steel? But gentle love made me delicate till pain exposed me to some ugly shit. Sharing chapters in my book I never thought I'd follow every whim without a care. Spent years trying to sustain this fake show, cannot be contained. This is my true form. This is my true form. All my life I've been under pressure. How long has it felt this hard? All my life I've been under pressure. All my life I've been under pressure. All my life I've been under pressure. All my life I've been under pressure, under pressure. Watch the floodgates open just for me.
lie, I ain't gon' hold you. Flex, that's right. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't lie to you, bitch. No, I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. Flex, that's right. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't lie to you, bitch. Let me falling in a hole too. I just wanna hold you. Do you remember where I told you? Yeah, that's right. Hope you don't get amnesia, girl. Yeah, hope you don't think I need you, girl. But we together, you complete my world. Never let the swan see your pearls. Shit so sick you might need to earn. You're the play but I need a girl. Yeah. And traveling on earth got you in a maze. Looking at the sun got you in a daze. Yuri, I'll take apples and make apple cider. Yuri, I'll take lemons and make lemonade. Same situation, just a different day. Way too hot, I ain't trying to chill. All you motherfuckers talking good ass game, but I can really tell that you lying for real. Look the powder, catch a thrill, push the higher the hill. Because I ain't really trying to die in the field. You wanna tell me something but you hide in the field. You got a nigga looking back like you childish as hell. Because no, I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. Flex, that's right. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't lie to you, bitch. All you gotta do is just call on the phone. But I can see it now that you hardly at home. You lie about every little goddamn thing. You even lie about the damn drugs you had on. Think we need to separate like Tommy and Ghost. I'm feeling like Clyde when Bonnie got ghosts. You really take a look at the universe. You looking at a whole bunch of stars in a hole. Why you lie? You ain't even gon' have my back. Girl, can't tell me why you act like that. I smoke back to back, no cataracts. I'm about to tap that ass, that's a matter of fact. No Chipotle, girl, but that's a rap. Girl, little pussy gon' snap right back. Sticking with the stick, right, tat tat tat. And you ain't know that I can hit it from the back like that, yeah. Together, no go-tos. You gassed up, but you still got no juice. Archangel Uriel just spoke true. My spirit bomber just like Goku's. Supreme God, I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. Flex, that's right. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't lie to you, bitch. No, I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. I can't even lie, I ain't gon' hold you. You know, for sure. I can't lie to you, bitch. No.
Hey, I just had a little break for a minute. Just had a little prayer for dinner. Out in the land that's prepared for winter. Cold, I'm on my parental figure. So is you finna stand a little bigger. Hey, we need a pools, making the clan out of tigers. Hand in the pot, they planning the picture. Land in the lost, gon' lay to the scripture. Feel like there's too many eyes in the party. Who the fuck we celebrating? I might be hating, but this ain't the time to be gnarly. This why it's time to get radical. Tossing out factuals just to maintain an apartment. Living on my hermeneutics, you kick pharmaceuticals. You never get in the parties. Cling to the script, rather hitting departure. You just been playing imposture. Please, I can peep it, it's playing in your posture. Not playing in your kids, but they eating with Fosters. Crabs in a bucket, they dreaming about lobster. Got no time to discuss what you thinking is proper. Still tweaking all grievances, feeling like Crocker. You thinking we need what you treating this doctor. I am no Martin Luther, I get exclusive. I am the pinnacle product. Debauchery thoughts are intrusive. What would you do if you had a plan to play Potter? Would you stay stuck in that room, pushing the broom? Tears make you use it to mop. Years of delay that you using to stop. Pursuing the shit that you knew was a crop. I am one of the slickest, you couldn't pick. They smoother than Lou at a party. Oh, that's how you move, no shawty. That's what you do in discarded. That's what you do with Bacardi. I promise you, you don't improve at a party. Just sitting there some bitches that brewed at a party, whose only intention is ruin the party. I am the type to say naked, I'm gonna say what I think you're doing at parties. Moving from loose as you loosen your grip to reality, you see your dreams start to party. Sadly, that's when the heart like the hardest. I'm at a real peaceful bows. I'm like the part of your teacher throw. I'm like the part when the screen will load. I'm like that time when the steam is high. I'm what you bump when the speaker's low. Fuck everything that you think is gone. Reap it so, leave it to the things we wanna see beneath us grow. I'm cool if you try give me Beavis roll. That's just a map that the ego know. I'm in the back, getting eager throat. Have me relax, she match the speed. How does she clear a catastrophe? Hey. How does she clear a catastrophe? Hey. How does she You just stay in the party. You should just stay out of party. You should just make our own parties. Hey. We can just make our own parties. You just hey.
You know this is super more. I feel I'm more than extraordinary. This music giving me life. You know this is super more. Moving more than extraordinary. This moment giving me life. My morena señorita, you look extraordinary, love. It's giving me sight. You know you're giving me sigh. Know you're feeling quite unique. Must be a legendary love. It's giving me my. You know it's giving me my. I ain't playing no games when I say that I want it. Yeah, I want it, baby. On a scale from 1 to 10, feel about 100. I'm on 100, baby. Baby, 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 baby. I'm on 100, baby. Baby, 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 baby. You're on 100, baby. Baby, 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 baby. We on 100, baby. Baby, 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 baby. We on 100. You know this is super more. Sounding more than extraordinary. Music giving me life. You know this is super more. Know this magic is necessary. Know it's giving me life. Ain't playing no games when I say that I want it. Oh no, I want it, babe. I want it, baby. Scale from 1 to 10, I feel about 100. Oh, I got 100, babe, 100, baby. I be just sitting and reminiscing this, I'm what's really vital. Spirit lifted, I'm on a mission to self-revival. Dreaming of having it all, at least the things I'm right for. When all I needed was love, and from no one inside you. No God told me that in the truth is the thing that guides you. And just remember to love, the one thing to find you. The truth is I'm a good kid that's here to spread love and use that music to do this. I made that interchange from being reckless and ruthless. One of self-respect and the strength and smoothness. I ooze this. Find your inner balance, repeat the cycle. And elite means harmony with the one inside you. We all one in this universe. Human beings and earthlings, but we spirits first. All my people on earth royalty. And every person with a dream needs nurturing. Notice me that zoom, 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 zoom. Amores. Notice me that zoom, 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 zoom. Amores. Notice me that zoom, 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 zoom. Amores. Notice me that zoom.
Everybody think I'm weird, I don't even really care. My mind's way up in the air, and I'm gonna leave it there. They always wanna know why, but they'll never know. So they always cry, I'm so delusional. Hey, I'm making a killing, I don't need a witness. Everybody like to talk a lot, I just mind my business. People say I'm weird and I kinda suck. Ask me, do I give a fuck? Look at me, happy as could be, counting several bucks. Look at her, if I put it down, she gon' give it up. You against me, then you out of luck. I don't think I'm weird enough. You ain't really got no eyes. You ain't really about that life. You ain't really got no stripes. You ain't even rap that nice. How I'm gonna buy that shit? You ain't even write that shit. We don't even like that shit. Talk that shit and up in the ditch. I be dealing peace, but I'm too chaotic. Space my only allegiance, make me patriotic. I be reading stars, I be reading stars. Got a problem with me? Send your ass to Mars. Hey, I'm making a killing, I don't need a witness. Everybody like to talk a lot, I just mind my business. People say I'm creepy and I kinda suck. He's delusional. Never will I give a fuck. Look at me, happy as could be, counting several bucks. Look at us, we getting it down, we gon' live it up. You against me, then you out of luck. I don't think I'm weird enough. Out of my mind, I spit it autistic. Try to take mine, I'm going ballistic. People just lie, take the truth and twist it. And my cap way too big, I'm a misfit. Get it? Cap too big and I'm way too big. And my dick is too, but my patience thin. They want me to lose, so I have to win. And kill it too. Know some bangers that rep red that'll leave it blue. Thought you knew. On my thinking chair, get a clue. Shit got me with the Gansu. Beerus and I'm hit too. You ain't know I'm a Gemini, I'm an asshole and a dick too. Ooh, I do this, superficial and ruthless. Talk shit, you be toothless. Turn your girl to a nudist. My competition is foolish. Got less common sense than Three Stooges. Euthanasia flow, kill you losers. Like I'm sorry you made me do this. I'm grade A, get hella paid, spit hella flame, so I'll never change. You bing rames with the Pulp Fiction and the fake spit, and you hella lame. Spitting game while I'm switching lanes. It's all business, man, until nightfall. She don't care about her ex, man. She hop on the dick, then night crawl. Hey, I'm making a killing, I don't need a witness. Everybody like to talk a lot, I just mind my business. People say I'm weird and I kinda suck. He's fucking crazy, man. Ask me, do I give a fuck? Look at me, happy as could be, counting several bucks. Look at her, if I put it down, she gon' give it up. You against me, then you out of luck. I don't think I'm weird enough. Everybody think I'm weird, I don't even really care. My mind's way up in the air, and I'm gonna leave it there. They always wanna know why, but they'll never know. So they always cry, I'm so delusional.
When summer comes around, the new era begins. I might just learn how to play the violin. It's time to see who's really authentic. Everyone hoping, wishing, let's see something different. No more hanging on them old ass traditions. Shout out to the ones who watching me from a different dimension. Watch me just so easily, like a Gemini. I know the recipe. Chilling like a real, I say it with my chest. Like oh shit, I gotta get used to the shit. Still working, still leave room for fun. I might kidnap the game and go for a run, so they can see what I've done or what I did. It's been my whole dream since I was a kid. Be yourself like the OG said. Get out the hood and chase some bread. When you cross the line, make sure you use your head. Watch me just so easily, like a Gemini. I know the recipe. Chilling like a real, I say it with my chest. Like oh shit, I gotta get used to the shit. A wise man knows what's understood doesn't need to be said. No shortcuts, rather take the long way. Taking risks, experience the whole journey. For those who think I don't see, I see. Whether I have the glasses on or off, I can sense energy from the enemy. Either way, it's the same song, different melody. Watch me just so easily, like a Gemini. I know the recipe. Chilling like a villain, I say it with my chest. Like oh shit, I gotta get used to the shit. I think it's gonna be a classic. I think it's gonna be a classic.
Look, BBC line that you see at Nan line that you CIA and the NSA still spying on you. Ain't nothing changed from the days they lynch niggas. LeBron James called Karen a bitch, he's still a nigga. And that's a long way from Emmett Till. But they killing, stealing, dealing niggas still. First they rigged the vote, then they rigged the trial. Kicked Trump out, then you elected a pedophile. And Kamala Harris is the devil. Lock more niggas up than the beach got pebbles. Why Edward Snowden a flight risk? Why Will Smith on that flight list? The day I wrote part 1, almost lost my life. Walked out that car crash like shit, that's life. Ain't nobody like this on the mic. And the world still ain't shit like Tom Hanks a pedophile, Weinstein a pedophile, Epstein still alive, the media still telling lies. And it's like, what's the value of telling the truth when it's censored and blocked even when you show the proof? They tell me I'm a theorist and I'm like, so I'd rather be a theorist than a sheep like, yo. My mind critically thinking, your mind critically drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm too paid, you fake toupee. Can't nobody fuck with me. COVID-19, it's the 2020 Tuskegee. Meg never snitched on Tory. Tory never shot Meg. End of story. 6ix9ine snitched in the year of the rat. They sacrificed Kobe, now you're all wearing masks. Look at how they jipping you. First they make the virus, then they put them chips in you. It's like they think we scared to tell the truth. Yeah. Rest in peace, Isaac Cappy. Foolish babble 3. Look, they ask me why I do this. Bitch, I'm stupid. 30 years old, rapping like I'm about to do shit. Reppin' NJ, I'm chillin' in LV. Pardon me, I don't really give a flying Massachusetts. Yeah, so now I got that out of the way. I'm thinking about some extra stupid, silly shit I can say. Like, I'm the best, fuck the rest. Kinda like Kevin Hart, how I say it with my chest. Cut the check. I rock a MAGA hat, but no, this ain't a MAGA rap. Kill a politician, murk him with a battle axe. The day I ever trust the government with myself will be the day I believe that Epstein killed himself. Get it? Before you say it's a conspiracy, they made you get a passport, then they stripped your speech. Made you black as screen, you was marching on them streets. Then they took your money, cop some cribs with it, say la vie. Hey, this life really ain't what it seems. People really think they Dr. King behind computer screens. You hollered out Breonna Taylor, now her mama wondering where that money went. See you later. They said Black Lives Matter, that's no debate. Then told those same black people stop Asian hate. Gave them a crime bill, then you prayed for Ukraine. Now you thinking that I'm crazy, you must be insane. People still chasing clout, hungry for the fame. If it ain't cool to tell the truth, I'd rather be a lame. Bet they staged them shootings and you may never really know. Fuck gun control, I shoot bullets with my soul. How you real but you spitting fake raps, and your biddy with me kinda like Diddy, how she take that? Take that, yeah I said it, take that. Y'all compliant sheep walking around wearing face masks. I'm an asshole and a dick, and my mama taught me better, but I'll never give a shit. Rep the third sign from the Gemini click. Cross the line and I'll summon angels on you real quick, bitch.
Ooh. Holler, what it do? Don't worry, we won't be doing videos for an hour. Welcome to your full moon in Taurus ceremony. Much appreciated, and shout out to Zio. That song was so fire. Please, you need to send us more music at once. And as Ebony, we'd love to hear another track from you. We might play the one you sent on the new moon. I like to do next one is new moon in Sag for sure. I didn't realize, yeah, some of the stuff definitely did age very amazingly. And yeah, y'all, excited to be here with y'all. I have some good news as far as new services, and I was inspired by a very awesome, amazing person, Queen actually, and yeah, I was able to implement these new ideas. But regardless, we're going to talk about this full moon, and we're going to look into, of course, what to expect over the next 2 weeks. You feel me? Yeah, definitely looking forward to the significance of an aspect like this. I recorded the extended magic moon message on my Instagram, but I'm not sure how to get it onto YouTube. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I can download the video, but I don't know if it's too big to do that. So I'm gonna figure out how to convert that. Shout out to those of you who saw me do it live yesterday. It was really awesome. I know I was able to do the full moon in Libra, so there is a way, or the new moon in Libra. But anyway, welcome to the full moon in Taurus. Okay. Oh yeah, I love that one. I may have to screen record if possible, but yeah, other than that, you know, I think it's definitely a really good milestone, and, you know, congratulations to making it here. My job is to kind of remind/convince you this opposition you're seeing is a lever. It's a lever. We're going to go into the mutable signs in 7 days, and we're going to produce the effect of what we activated, the direction in Libra, how we intensified the quality of the energy in Scorpio, and how we will be seeing the effective breakthrough, harvest, and basically everything we've activated since March, April. All right. Level to level up. Time to level up. Okay. It's very important to really take into account an opposition like this. In 2 days, we're going to have, of course, the opposition to Uranus on the 17th, Sunday, while the moon is on Jupiter. So this sequence moving forward is going to account for not only this harvest over the past 2 weeks, but we also want to count for harvest over the past 6 months. Whereas I've made sure in all the tribe reports to really speak on this Taurus activation. This is what really set the stage the week of May 15th, specifically like May 13th and then May 18th, give or take, 17th, 18th, which really kicked in all this seeds that you've sowed, all right, relative to innovating your value, your worth. I call this harvesting financial independence, as this was not only the cycle you started, but we had to come from 2010 when Uranus was in Aries to get to this point. So this also represents, you know, an innovative evolution of your own self-confidence in yourself. And even if, you know, over the next 2 weeks to a month or 3 months, you don't necessarily have like millions of dollars or an increase of finances, you have at this point transformed your value in yourself, transformed over 6 months how much more confidence and self-esteem you have, which 100% will over the next 3 to 6 months make you a lot of money. All right. I think a transit like this, in taking every individual that has actually, for better or worse, made these investments, are now cumulatively transforming socially how all these individuals have raised their value. And this could account for a raise in the economy, more people getting paid. I feel like the Pluto Aqua element, Pluto's getting ready to go into Aquarius over the next week. I think this is going to be an era where there's going to be more millionaires than has ever existed in the world. And I mean, we're already there. We already have more millionaires, I think, that have ever existed in the world, but there's going to be such a greater surplus, I think, around the world of millionaires. I think we're going to see more billionaires. I think we're going to see the quality of, you know, I'm not going to say the average person, because I don't believe in average or normal, even though, you know, it is a concept, it is a word. There is average and normal, but I don't really believe in average or normal like that. Regardless, at least as you being average or normal, because we're all unique, right? But regardless, you know, I think the capacity for one to make a living, to really just kind of see the surplus, new levels, new devils, of course. I think it's going to open up very powerfully over the next 7 years, and then moving forward, like the next 15 after that 7. So, you know, look forward to it. Doesn't mean that things won't get more challenging, but you have become so much stronger. And that's what over the next 2 weeks, you will be actively continuing to transform before we complete. All right. So with that being said, if you remember the new moon that I had, right, 2 weeks ago, the new moon ceremony that we had, that was all based off of carrying forth an intention and to just really hold it and to focus on it and to really live as if you are in this transformation state. So, you know, unconsciously, directly, whether you did it once or maintained it, now we get to release it. This is where the seeds we sowed 2 weeks ago, mathematically, relative to, of course, the 0-degree conjunction, for those who want to know, we had, of course, at 9 degrees, this was where we planted the seeds, 0 degrees conjunction. This is important because whether it's in the constellation of Libra, well, it's both in the constellation of Libra and in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So this Vedic tropical dynamic of, oh, it's in this one, not this one, that's a fallacy. Both are true. While it is in the zodiac sign of Scorpio, it is traveling through that Libra constellation. So it's not either or, it interlaps and it overcomes. So regardless of which one you use, we had this 0-degree conjunction. The math, regardless of whatever system you use, is always going to be the same. it shifts all the planets around 23 degrees, but the aspects still stay the same. So the actual like cycles won't necessarily change, right? When people say that your sign and your date has changed, it really doesn't really change that much relative to unless you know how you interpret what you think it means. But that being said, that's what we planted the seeds for this new energy. A week later or a week ago, this is where the seeds broke through the ground. We understood the knowledgeable base to support this new wisdom, this updated new energy, new wisdom, new transformation. And now, boom, we harvesting it. So not only is the moon in Taurus giving you a grounded understanding, grounded Taurus understanding moon, a natural Taurus receptivity moon, Taurus moon, right? The natural receptivity grounds your physiology and the receptivity that your five senses inputs, right? And it is extending the psychoanalytical Scorpio sun awareness towards how we bring our value towards dealing with other people, how we're not going to be shortchanged, how we're going to now understand not only how much more valuable we are and what we bring to these partnerships and how we transform these partnerships, but now on Uranus, see how it's exactly on Uranus, right? Uranus could have been at a lower degree, but we have this ease of opposition or access. Now, not only are we feeling this natural grounding, we're feeling the natural innovation unconventionally of our value. TLDR, you're about to be filthy rich, and this is going to bring unexpected windfalls of income. You don't have to wonder where this is coming from because over the last 6 months, you made these investments, whether it was in yourself, whether they were important actions that you've made to groom yourself, do better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have made investments. Shout out to T-Win. And hey, bro, T-Win, email me music videos, bro, to thepeacedealer@gmail.com. I know you be dropping music when we do these ceremonies. I want to share your music too, bro. Just send me the MP4 version of any music video you want me to share. I got you, bro. So yeah, not only over the past 6 months have you made investments, maybe you invested in an altcoin, maybe you invested in a security, a cryptocurrency, a stock, your business, your time, a workout regimen, anything to do with even if it was just feeling an increased sense of confidence, right? Now you're not worried, you're not wondering where this is coming from, even though it's still going to be unexpected. This is going to obviously come through what you already have worked on yourself, and you don't have to wait. It's happening now. So we're going to really speak over the next 2 weeks, what this harvest is going to look like. And then when we step into Sagittarius season in 7 days, 30 days from the 23rd of November is going to account for a very powerful element and magical element, final stage of the I Told You So tour, of seeing visually everything you've been working towards. That's what makes it the final stage of harvest. Then, of course, we complete in Capricorn, a review through Aquarius and Pisces, and do it all over again. It's just next year is 2025. Last time on 2024, countries were at war, and we saw tension raise in many places at an all-time high. But at the last second, right as America was about to lose itself, President Trump got elected president once again, and immediately ratings rose, and we see Hamas is getting ready to end the world. End the war. I'm sorry, huge fruit of you. We see that Bitcoin has reached 75,000. Big Pharma is tripping off of RFK being appointed. What will happen next year? Find out on 2025 Ball Z. What will happen on 2025? Find out next year at America Ball Z. All right, like, I don't think you know, like, aliens in space have not been checking our planet. As soon as Trump got elected, bro, ratings have skyrocketed. Like celestial beings who have been talking shit about our galaxy for years are glued to the edge of their seats waiting for this next season. Like, it's going to be one of probably the best seasons we've had in a while, since 2020, since 2008, since 2016. So, prepare yourselves, because not only is that going to kick off, but it's this full moon harvest that's going to switch the lever through Sagittarius of adjusting our focus, that's going to prepare us to step into this next season. So this is the climax. Every year has 4 seasons, right? Spring is season 1 because we start at Aries, right? Even though the new year starts during winter, season 4, right? We really start in spring, season 1. Summer is season 2. Fall, the climax, is season 3. And then, of course, winter is season 4, the final season of the year, right? 4 seasons every year. Season 4 is a good review period. Think about how Christmas, we have presents, like you take everything you've earned this year and then, you celebrate and you kind of review, what are my resolutions? What are we going to do? And then boom, spring starts again. All right, Galactic Center, baby. So with that being said, shout out to Pharaoh and shout out to Marcy. Amazing. Like we've had people call in our paper call center, and they've hit up Pharaoh, they've hit up Marcy. So it's nice to see, you guys getting calls. And we've barely promoted this. Like, people still don't know we exist. So I'm going to convince you, over the next year to call in, because we got you. This is like our office hours. Pharaoh and I think Marcy, the first 5 minutes is free, and then you start charging whatever per minute. You can go on my website to see. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go into the next 2 weeks. Before I go into the next 2 weeks, we definitely do want to also look at the relationship at this point Scorpio is having with Chiron, Jupiter. We just got out that Yod period. It's trined Neptune and Saturn, which is going to do, it's coming into this Neptune trine. In order to make sense of this Neptune trine, it's important to look at where it actually started. If we go back to, of course, March, where we had on the 17th, this final conjunction. Why is that significant? I think the final conjunction is actually going to be this year, right, at 29 degrees. And then moving forward from 2026, boom, we're going to start having them in Aries, okay? So something to keep in mind, we're going to have the final conjunction March 15th during the eclipse period at 29 degrees. And previously we had it at 27. So what that represents is stretching out your imagination, because once it goes into Aries, you're going to start awakening Sailor Moon transformation powers. Like, it's bringing in a new era of spirituality. What Neptune and Pisces had to do over 2012 was to bring up all the frauds. Like, this was a smokescreen where every fraud that could ever exist in every industry had to come up. So that now that Saturn is coming through the Garganta to kind of just weed it away, frauds have been getting exposed because the veil is cut. It's dispelling. So we're going to walk out of Neptune Pisces dispelled. Like, wow, I can't believe we fell for a whole influencer generation scam over the past week and a half. You're going to start to see people like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't spend all our time on the internet. Going outside is going to be cool. This is not the first time this has happened. I think if we go back to the 60s or the 50s, yeah, there wasn't internet, but this is from the 50s, 60s, a lot more social, revolutions, a lot of gangs that are being busted now were founded back then. So we're just returning to form over the rest of the decade. But you know what I'm saying? Now that all of the frauds have kind of shown themselves and are being exposed, Neptune in Aries is now going to restore and reclaim these practices through authenticity. It's an individual level. Like, we're shifting from this whole collective belief system to a more individualized spiritual approach that has you apply, okay, yeah, you believe in Christianity, but who are you as a Christian? You know what I mean? Like, who are you as a faith system? It's going to really abolish us. Like, and if you want, once again, more insight of this, go back to the 1800s. Go back to what happened after Abraham Lincoln's term. Like, how were belief systems and spirituality, spoken about, what in Neptune and Aries led to here, and you'll really get certain themes, and we'll make a documentary video about that to go into that. But yeah, what you activated here represents, after Saturn, the final fantasy this year and next year, right? And what's really significant about this is it's stretched out every way of everything you thought was impossible so that you can at least believe it. And why that's significant is through Sagittarius, we're going to see the meaning of this. Of course, while we're in Scorpio, you're coming into a higher meaning of the application of its wisdom. That's what in 3 days we're going to activate, and then we're going to draw it out to Sag, where you're seeing into the unseen through changed behavior, through a change of attitude with Jupiter and Gemini. So it's a lot to look forward to. And we also want to keep in mind Pluto going into Aquarius. All right. One thing that's not a coincidence, when Pluto initially went into Aquarius, all right, back in like, let's say January, if anything. See, it was at 2 degrees May. If we go back to February when it was 0, the reason why that's key is what began to really come into prominence: alien disclosure and AI going crazy. All right. Then it retrograded. You know what I'm saying? Certain Tesla bots were created. So I need you to understand we are here. Like the end of the world as you know it, by the time we come into March, it's over. And we're going to step into a futuristic new society that may or may not bring a cataclysmic nuclear type event. I don't believe that's going to happen, mainly because I live here and I don't want to believe that's going to happen. But we're going to see a rollout of more Tesla bots, AI, and alien disclosure. So keep that in mind, because now that Pluto is back into Aquarius, they're starting to bring this up in the government. Hey guys, so there's more stuff about aliens we haven't told you. Trust me. All right. And I'm not saying this out of distrust or not. Just be mindful of that. This is just the themes. It's important to note that the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, this brought up, then it went back into Capricorn. We didn't hear about it. Now it's going back into Aquarius. It's coming back up again. So that's how you can tie retrograde cycles to events in reality and see how we go there. It goes back. And as it goes back, those same things get brought up again. But this time it's for real now. All right. It was released today. Thank you, Twin Sarcy. So yeah, the sequence over the next 2 weeks is going to start intense and then just become wild, out of control. All right, order out of chaos. I like to see Sag as the all-seeing eye. So something to keep in mind. Mercury will get ready to retrograde. And now with that being said, before I go into the next 2 weeks, first of all, let's do a quick ritual. What is it that over the past 2 weeks you have felt you've transformed into? Because now all you have to do is just release it. Whether you're joining now, whether you're watching this after it's live, I want you to set the intention right now that I release. Oh, we don't even have to set the intention to release, but I just want you to imagine yourself or claim what you're harvesting. Let's say we all harvest financial independence or more wealth, right? Let's say we're harvesting this, major supernatural transformation. When I count down from 5, I want you to claim that, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We claim and harvest supernatural transformation, financial independence, and more lifelong wealth. Now, I want you, when I count down to 5 again, to intend that everyone else that has claimed this, it comes true. Now you have 235 people affirming your claim. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I affirm and confirm everyone else that has claimed this with me. Boom. Simple exercise. If at least just to direct your subconscious to know what we're trying to believe. You don't have to make it as complicated. The word is really that simple. And whatever else you want to do, I don't like full moons are really more release. I like to do more of the intention setting ceremonies on the new moon. But yeah, full moon is just more evidence that now I will go over the next 2 weeks what it is you're harvesting. Now that we've done this, and the cool thing is, once again, like a lot of this is easily verifiable. When we deal with Uranus or Neptunian aspects, because Neptune and Uranus transit after Saturn, they're trans-Saturnian planets. These things, exist outside of the modicums of the system. It's easy for people to cry pseudo. This is pseudo. But remember, this is the I told you so tour part 2. The chance to fulfill anyone that's calling you pseudo, anyone that's saying that what you're doing is pseudo, first of all, the term is a loaded term that's not even applied properly. Second of all, the chance to fulfill the burden of proof was given. There has been 2 months for people to fulfill the burden of proof and debunk whatever they think you're doing is pseudo. They failed miserably. They tried to attack your character. They tried to do everything but actually prove it wrong. And so now all they can do is just say, well, that's pseudo. Well, that's pseudo. Well, that's pseudo. That's all they have. Just like people trying to criticize the president. If they can't call him the R word, if they can't call him the other R word, and if they can't call him a felon, what else are they going to call him? Literally. That's like 99% of their argument. So have compassion. That's all they have. That's all they have. Let them have that. All right. So you can go back and forth with people. Your actions will do the talking. All this is very verifiable. All right. Just making these affirmations, you can track out yourself, which is why I want to give you the math over the next 2 weeks, right? And it's going to put yourself in a position to see how this is going to play out. So, you can be the judge relative. There's the F word. I forgot that one, the fascist. Yes, thank you. The Hitler comparisons. But that's basically it. You feel me? So with that being said, before we get into the next 2 weeks, I do want to share with you that I do accordingly have a new service. So for those of you who would like a subscription service, for example, if someone had asked me that they wanted a subscription service, basically, you know what I mean, where they can maybe get a transit forecast every week. So I was able to look into Shopify and I found that they actually offer a subscription. So for example, Tower reports, you can do one every week, or if you want to do one every month, there's the instructions as far as that. I have this right now for my transit forecast. For those of you who want one every week or every month, you can see this on the website. I have it for the cosmic energy tune-ups. So for those of you who would like one of those, of course, every month, you can have this as well. And then I also have it for my personal astrologer, for those of you who want, that. But what I'm also adding right now, personally, is Klarna. I just applied for Klarna, right? And I'm going to get a merchant ID. So basically, for those of you who want to finance consultations, I'm going to set that up. So so you might be able to finance with Klarna 30-minute, hour-long consultations and other stuff as well. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay. So with that being said, I'll keep you posted with any different improvements. I may make more subscription stuff for the website in case you guys may want maybe like a subscription consultation service, but we'll see. I just found out this existed, so we'll definitely tweak it as we move forward. But yes, that being said, the natural quality of this energy as Pluto goes into Aquarius is going to be opening up the nature of your senses, the quality of your senses, and it's going to facilitate and begin to fulfill over the next 20 years how much more you're mastering telepathy. See, there's telepathy as far as like reading people's minds and thoughts, and then there's your brain as a processor that's just going to, receive frequencies that's around it like a radio tuning. facet or whatever, right? And so now is the first breakthrough into opening this up versus 20 years from now, where you'll be able to filter through whatever frequencies you want to hear. It's awakening your mind, because Uranus is innovative, is unconventional. A lot of what you're going to be transforming out of and into represents belief systems, inconclusive scientific research that was never true, but just purely theoretical. Like, there's going to be a lot of things that you pretty much break through. You may not have the words for it. It's not going to be peer-reviewed, researched. It's not going to be in a traditional setting. And it's going to frustrate people because they can't debunk you, because it goes against everything they believe. Like, you have to understand, some people have gone to school for years. They've paid student loans. Like, they've had to publish material. They've been in a certain field for 20 years just for you on the internet to debunk them because of something that they've been teaching was never possible. They're going to resent you for that. You've just taken 20 years of research and thrown it in the trash that they have never really proven was real, and you just did something on purpose or accident and basically shat on that. There's pride, there's bias, there's ego around this. Just remember that none of that has to do with you. When people start crying that, oh, this doesn't make sense or it doesn't mean that, tell them that they had the chance to debunk you during this I Told You So tour, and they failed. They did not fulfill the burden of proof. They're not mad at you. They're mad at themselves. And that's a really huge theme. Whenever you deal with Uranus, whenever you deal with Neptune, that's the level of frustration that it will bring in people who are too, held back by outdated beliefs, structures, traditions. Saturn is finishing out its cycle. So we're headed into Renaissance and innovation like we've never seen it before, ever. Okay, so let's move forward now that we have seen this. Once again, allow people to try and, like, there's beings that can't see you one-on-one. So the best they can do is to just try and get other people to parade and stuff. And they're going to be mad that it doesn't work on you, because your own natural sense of confidence is innovated and grounded to a degree with which you're bringing it socially and you're transforming dynamics moving forward. All right. So the first thing we're going to see here is the moon in Gemini. Of course, this is going to be aspecting Jupiter retrograde. And I think what's also key here is that by this point today, Saturn is actually stationed. So once we move forward tomorrow, it's direct. Saturn going direct is a huge deal. One, we've reevaluated beliefs that before we were told or believed weren't true. And through Virgo, you've fleshed it out into reality. Whereas other beliefs you may have confirmed are just delusional or don't have a real basis in reality. So now that Saturn is going direct, it's going to go over the second decan, and it's going to now reestablish previous beliefs you have adjusted, and it's going to now actively apply new insight, okay? And that's where this moon in Gemini square post Saturn going direct is not only going to meet with Mercury that's ready to retrograde and Jupiter that's currently retrograding, right? But it's also going to put you in a position with this T-square to now greatly adjust the perception around value and energy you're actively harvesting. Gemini is an intellectual understanding that applies this physiological understanding now that you're sensing, naturally these input and output through these senses. Well, now it's applying, well, what do I think about it? What is the language I could put around what I'm actually receiving? And this moon in Gemini aspect is going to transform the psychoanalysis you're applying towards other people. It's going to help you put words to elements of your value you're drawing the boundaries of, what you're willing to invest. And with the square to Saturn, make sure that this expanding reevaluative sense of your vocabulary is aligned with where your beliefs are. And all of that to Mercury and Sagittarius is highlighting the higher meaning of how your brain is able to see into the meaning. Hence, I have to talk about the difference between Taurus and Sagittarius. Sag is visual, right? But Taurus is actually your physical eyesight sense. It's your sense of physical eyesight. Okay. And Sagittarius is what now takes what your eyes are seeing and it now shows you the meaning of such. It's interpretive, which means you're compared to other things. So Taurus is my ability to see this computer, but Sagittarius is my higher minded function that allows me to be like, oh, this computer means I'm interacting with some technology. Subtle difference. Okay. Reason why this is also key is unlike 20 years from now and 30 years from now, where research methods, research institutions, and other such faculties will exist that have case studies and have research that backs up so much stuff we think is BS now or we can't explain. Right now is a frontier breaking into that. So you're not going to have those resources. You're not going to have the vocabulary that's actively expanding and being put there. So you're not necessarily put to that much of a pressure to make sense of things for people as you're demonstrating it. You don't have to get caught arguing these things because it doesn't make it right or wrong if someone believes it or not. You just want to demonstrate the truth of it and let your actions do the talking, as it is those actions that the burden of proof could not be fulfilled against. The reason why I'm saying that is you don't want to necessarily get caught up with things that are hard to explain before Neptune leaves Pisces, before Jupiter leaves Gemini, and then we'll move forward with this shift in perspective. You don't want to get caught up with people arguing inconclusive research and theoretical models that at its time was the prevailing belief, but just like every belief, in light of new information, in light of new knowledge, will change. This is Uranus's lesson of innovation. Because if you get too caught up arguing and trying to prove it, you're not busy innovating. Let weak people, let SLBs try and discourage you and attempt to think they're challenging you by just hitting you with mediocrity and fallacies because they're butthurt that what you're proposing goes against what they believe. Just let your actions do the talking, because all of that doesn't matter. What people believe does not matter. They're just beliefs. It's a social play in order to influence, who supports what. Your actions are going to be doing so much talking. SLB is stupid little bitch. There are a lot of stupid little bitches out here. Weak and stupid little bitches, excuse my language. But like basically, you know what I'm saying? Like allow what you're being guided to break through. And when it comes to innovation, you're going to get it wrong at certain points. It's the whole scientific method. You make a theory, some facets of the theory are right, some are wrong. You go back and experiment it. And that's what's going to lead towards this development. But you don't want to get caught up in people who are pretending to help challenge you when they're really just suppressing you with bullshit, with irrelevant insights where you have already established credence towards what you're doing. What do I mean by this? I'm not about to argue with people about manifestation. I'm not about to argue with people about reading tarot. I'm not about to argue with people about astrology. Whether it's mainstream or it was mainstream that slavery was cool. It was mainstream at some point. The earth was fucking flat. Okay, so like what a whole bunch of people believe does not fucking matter. Like a lot of people get it wrong. Science gets it wrong sometimes. We have already taken actions. I have already drawn tarot readings that have been super accurate. I have already posted receipts real time about things 2 weeks ago I said would happen, and I've showed you the results. I've already used astrology to pinpoint the date certain things would happen. We've established actions to at least show there's credence to the fact that this is real. All right, I've predicted things like you've predicted things, and they've happened that weren't vague. So we don't have to argue. You can just bring what you've done and let people fail to fulfill the burden of proof. This is that transformation of status quo. Marilyn, you know I'm a globe-tard. You know I'm a globe-tard. We used to, okay, it is what it is. So if you know, you know. So that's it. It's a beautiful quote Pharrell said, actually, that I saw read, where it's like, you know, what's hard is to just keep silent. right? Like someone else is going to open their big mouth and talk about something like they did something first, or they made a discovery, or you're wrong, and you don't have to really speak on it because your actions already did the talking. And someone is going to do the research, and they're going to provide the receipts. And being able to just kind of stay silent in between and just let that do the action is a sign of true power and strength. And it tests your ego and it tests your pride, all things, you know, you don't really need past a certain point. So with that being said, the moon in Gemini transit over the next 2 days is going to be where you begin to experience the initial change. There's 4 changes. We have Gemini, the thought; Virgo, the analysis; Sagittarius, the interpretation; and then Pisces, the belief, the reasoning. First change, analytical change or integrative change; harvesting change; and then the final change. It finally happened. The initial happening is Gemini, as everything starts with a thought. And the thing is, of course, despite it being influenced by beliefs, this change of mind is going to now apply this evolution of your vocabulary and transform the way you apply it into these relationships, thus transforming the dynamic and value of said partnerships. This, of course, is going to segue into the moon in Cancer. Now that the moon in Gemini has, with the Saturn direct, shifted, what about your thinking has to align with the current state of your beliefs. Then when it trines in Cancer, we're feeling forward. We're driving that feeling that's aligned. Why is that important? Because when the moon is in Gemini, if you have conflicting thoughts with your beliefs, you're not going to know what to feel. Like you're going to feel in a certain direction, but then you're going to feel like this. When you want to be clear on your thoughts, you want to let that moon in Gemini bring up what has to change so that when it goes into Cancer, we apply this shift of perspective into the direction we take our thoughts and fully feel them, reinforcing those beliefs, making for one of the best grand water trines we're going to have this season. Those feelings you have will now intensify your psychoanalytical awareness and intense emotions. And look at that. We're going to have, of course, the 27-degree trine to Neptune. That, of course, is going to lead into the completion of this arc, the 270-degree third quarter square that will complete the harvest that's beginning now. One, Pluto's going to be in Aquarius as we're completing this transit and as we're getting out of Scorpio season. All right. Pluto in Aqua is iconic for reasons we all know. It's going to oppose Mars and the moon. So this is going to shift from a much more organized, passive aggressive energy to a much more super fucking weird and whistle blowing is about to like just begin. Like we're gonna adjust, and then coming into next year, it's gonna kick off with mass whistle blowing. So you're gonna see elements of this 7 of Wands, but that Mars in Leo is helping you understand what courage you're getting ready to apply relative to all this value you have now harvested the transformation of. And whereas Taurus is giving you a natural understanding of how much you've innovated your worth as you are expressing it towards others, the moon in Leo is going to bring it on stage. It's like, okay, the 10th house Leo is, hey guys, look, I'm rich. Ha. You know what I mean? Like this is how much I've grown. This is you now socially integrating the completion of this harvest. All right. So this is where once we have that 270-degree square, we're closing the cycle out here. So we're not even going to meet 270 degrees. So we're never going to complete. We're going to start off completing in Virgo. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind. We're harvesting. We reached the Sagittarius signature. By the time we get to the Capricorn signature, it's going to be in Sagittarius. So far from the 15th to the 21st, this is closing out the Scorpio season cycle. Pluto's ready to go into Aquarius. And what's that going to lead to? Boom. We're going to have the sextile between, of course, the Sun and Pluto. This is what's going to kick off Sagittarius season, now aligning this awakening of the force, Nen, chakra, into the higher visual, meaningful interpretation of what that means to you, how you perceive it, and also applying all this harvest to ascend to the next level. All right. So whereas the Sun opposed Uranus, the Sun is going to oppose Jupiter. This is going to bring to a more visual aspect subconscious and hidden or occult themes, especially tied around psychic attack, especially tied around frequency warfare. This is going to start off a whole 20-year chapter of frequency warfare in Star Wars. And why this is, and that's why I like to use the Force as an analogy. Another reason why this is very key is I would say 99% of commonly held, widely held assumptions that have been really masqueraded as truth will continue to be debunked. All like everything that you thought we knew was true. No, down to the most scientific concepts and principles. No, I mean, as much as like one major facet of this is the truth of it being proven that this universe is not locally real, right? It's not real and local, right? That doesn't mean it's as crazy as it sounds, but that's what's going to begin to open up more discoveries that will really just kind of, bring back the understanding that ancients had. And now what the whole overarching presence of this is the revival of magic. Magic is sourced by mystery. Mystery is what keeps magic alive, because in not knowing how something works, this opens up, of course, supernatural occurrences that, seem to be mystical. In the advent of technology, right, a lot of what was mysterious was no longer mystery, because now we realize, oh, this fire isn't being generated because of some magic. We have technology that can now make fire come through. So what used to be magic is now a magecraft, okay? So magecraft is basically anything that technology can do, you can perform as a magic, right? A magical technique. But the reason why this is key is now the revival of mystery through supernatural arts is coming through. We're expanding our awareness, which means there's going to be more we don't understand. As everything in this world can be explained by science, but everything that we don't have explained is a mystery to us. It's magic. Magic throughout human history was pretty much prevalent in shaping our understanding of the world. But in light of in not having certain technological aspects that helped us understand things, magic and mysticism was very frequently blended with fraud and just bullshit. In now coming out of the dark ages and in facilitating greater discovery of understanding how things work through the advent of religion and inquisitions, magic got turned into heresy. And then through scientific revolutions coming out the Enlightenment era after the Dark Ages, magic that was heresy now got turned into pseudoscience. All right. Not to say that, and the issue is that there are people claiming to be magicians, frauding people, but it's the false equivalence to magic as being pseudoscience versus distincting what magic is actually magic, which is science. Magic and science is literally, science is like a body of knowledge. Magic is really the craft accompanying that, but is responsible for everything we experience, right? But that being said, this is going to bring a revival of certain themes, because unlike the past where there was no technology, now we have technology to augment and aid real magic in practice, real mysteries that no matter how much advanced we get technologically, we'll never really be able to understand. And this is just going to adjust, how much more we can really shift things. We may see an outlawing of astrology, but we've now reached the place where astrology will become mainstream. The failure of the education system to not really teach us this as children is going to be rectified, because there's so many of us now that are carrying forth this tradition. And it's going to open a lot of minds towards bright minds in the fields of astrophysics. Like astrophysicists are supposed to teach you astrology. The biggest disservice is the people who have astronomical insight failed to teach you astrology, because they go hand in hand. And that divorce is ending. Like, we're going to start to see astrologers in the Space Force. We're going to start to see astrologers in NASA, which they should, you like the audacity for NASA to say your zodiac sign is shifted, but you don't have any legitimate actual astrologers, which is like me as an astrologer putting out astronomical insight, but I'm not an astronomer. Like that's just completely, you know what I'm saying? It's ignorance as well as a disconcerted misinformation campaign. Because if, you know, people, I mean, whether they know this or not, or they're being used for this, the whole fact that there are, you know, there's a concerted effort to take the power away from you understanding these principles, whether they're aware or not, is a thing. And that's going to be awakening. You can't suppress it anymore. Before, astrology was able to be suppressed because people did not have news in their fingertips, and they can put all sorts of articles that they act like just came out. Now people can be their own news. So because it's impossible to suppress, they're going to try and regulate it, all sorts of things. That being said, we're here. All right. Once we step into this sextile, this is going to give you a sneak peek of what to expect. And I feel like because of this proliferation, a monopolization over information, gatekeeping over certain schools of thought are impossible to be had. So people who had their ethos and had this sense of authority, now seeing it diminished is going to make them feel threatened. And that's why this year of the I Told You So tour was so important, because their failure to, you know, fulfill the burden of proof has pretty much set you over the next 20 years up for success, because you have actually done the work and have, you know, pushed humanity forward with most of these discoveries many of you have made. Where right now, at the beginning of Pluto, that could sound like you getting, you know, ridiculed and laughed at for certain basic things everyone should already know. But in 20 years from now, when we come in 2044 and we actually have Pluto at the end of Aquarius, it's common knowledge. It's like, how do you not know your moon sign? Children are being taught this in college, in grade school, in high school, like we hear, baby. So that being said, we have, of course, the moon in Virgo that's going to begin Sagittarius season off with the completion. All right, the 270-degree angle that's going to have us now come into an analytical understanding of this interpretive awareness, right? We're coming into the meaning. We're feeling the details of what meaning we're creating. And this is going to step you into a crash course of chaos magic through this 4-month chapter of godhood, Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, that we do every year. It's the higher faculties of your mind, or it's the qualities of God. That being said, we're going to step into the moon in Libra. That's going to conclude this full moon harvest by helping you understand, relative to the nodes who you're destined to be around, that captures the artistry, captures the cardinal direction of what you're creating. Who is meant to be around you that shares in this vision? That's going to lead, of course, to the moon in Scorpio, which is going to, of course, transcend the wisdom of what you used to believe and see, but now you are transcending and releasing, because now you've harvested through the 15th a brand new version of your wealth and worth, and that's going to release old beliefs, so that boom, at the end of the month, we can start this brand new adventure cycle. And let me tell you, it's going to be wild, okay? Mercury will already be retrograding opposite Jupiter, and I think you have a lot to look forward to. Once again, I do want to remind you, for anyone that's just joining us right now, I do have in my recorded reports, you can check out my transit forecast. For those of you who want to report every week, you can join my subscription, or if you just want to report every month, I also have this for tarot. So if you want 4 tarot card readings a week, you're able to, or for 1 report a month, you're also able to. And I'll make sure to add to this as we do. I'm going to be adding financing options for those of you who want consultations as well. So that's it, y'all. As of now, the moon is exactly opposite the sun. It's going to conjunct Uranus in another hour and a half. Okay. And it's definitely going to really put you in a position to feel into and capture this level of innovation very powerfully, very uniquely, very unconventionally. And I hope you get prepared for the ride. All right. Once again, do not be fooled by people feigning intimidance. Thank you, Robin. Do not be fooled by people feigning a sense of gravity, trying to deter you or stop you from discoveries or progress you've already proven is real to yourself and others. Don't waste anytime someone wants to argue with you, demonstrate the truth to them or just show them previous receipts. That's the whole point of this. As of now, everything that certain people may say they don't believe that you do, you've already produced receipts for. That's why you're an I told you so, Taurus. So just show them the receipts. They have not fulfilled the burden of proof. Until they do that, show those, explain this then, explain this then, explain this then, explain this then. And, you know, their inability to do so means they're not angry at you. They're angry at themselves. That's what makes them weak and stupid little bitches, because, you know, grown adults are able to accept when they're wrong and adjust their logic. It's only those who are in a bubble and delusional that have to blame everyone else but them for the reason why they're wrong. Okay, I hope you enjoy this full moon sequence. I really do believe it's going to transform the level of wealth you're going to be able to move forward with. But this isn't about the amount of money you're getting, right? Yeah, ahead of his time. And there's certain things he says that I don't even agree with too. But like that's what I don't like the 1 + 1 equaling whatnot. I don't agree with that. But the whole nature of him challenging thought and pointing people to a different direction, it's a very horrible thing how he was treated, and it's not uncommon. It's the way people treat those who try and push the limits of the status quo, and then they hit you with, you know, stuff that sounds smart but isn't really, because it's just what people are comfortable, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with challenging thought. And I think Terrence Howard does a really fucking great job of that, as well as other people. You know what I mean? And it, you know, that being said, this is going to really transform how much value you step into. Should 2024 have taught you anything, right? Moving forward over the rest of the decade, because of work you've done on yourself, you're getting ready to come into so much more abundance than ever. But what 2023 and 2024 taught you was, when you have nothing, you have it all. When you are stripped of everything, support from people, money, resources, do you know you're limitless? Every single one of you has been tested on this. There are people who, when they're isolated, when they have nothing, when they feel like they're not as rich, they never accepted that is where they have the most, right? And so they quickly gained back the stuff they lost, and their sense of security comes from these physical securities. And that means they failed, because now when they lose that, they're going to lose that sense of security. Some of you pass this with flying colors. You realize through Jupiter and Aries and Jupiter and Taurus, and now in Gemini, that you have an intrinsic value that can't be taken away from you. You have a uniqueness that you've demonstrated that adds value to where you are. You are your own source, directly connected to the universe. So even if you don't have anything, you can co-create and make it. You internalize intrinsically to the, not that you were just telling yourself, and I believe, no. Like, you have created and manifested an unfuckwitableness in you, so that now once you get all these things you've been manifesting, you know deep within you don't need it. Now no one can buy it, right? No one can offer you a large, unrealizable, like unrecognizable amount of money for you to do whatever they want, because you know you don't need that. You know that if you were to lose, or if you had to trade all the money you had, like Kanye West, who burned $8 billion to take off his chains, because you're not going to tell him what he can say or not. He showed the world, and that was at the completion of the Saturn return. People were saying he took an L. No, he took the greatest W in his career. He showed the world that he will walk away from billions if it meant speaking the truth. So many people can't do this. That's why Hollywood lost. Like, you have all these people getting paid to represent beliefs they don't really stand for, or they're pretending to. And the rest of the world in America is like, you bitches are fake. We don't need you. We don't need your endorsements. We don't need your influence. It's us. We got this. So you feel me? Like, for those of you who've internalized this, be prepared to just come more into abundance, because you know you're the abundance. It's nothing that comes from that. And I hate that sounds inspirational. I'm not trying to be inspirational here. I'm just being matter of fact. Authenticity, energy is currency. And we are Infinity Gang. Before we leave, let's make a wish. Let's make a wish over the next 2 weeks. It's basically what we did in the beginning, but we have so much more people now. We're going to make a wish, and then we're going to make a wish that the 300 plus people who are watching us, all their wishes come true as well. And we are, of course, going to, as soon as we end the broadcast, release this energy, and you're going to start to feel it. So I want you to make any wish you want, eyes open, eyes closed, as many wishes as you want, okay? And when I count down from 5, I want you to 1, make the wish, and then 2, set the intention that everyone else's pure intentions come to light, okay? So you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wish that we all achieve greater success rapidly and, of course, within time that we've never even thought we'd achieve. I wish we all remain limitless. I wish we naturally transform into our greatest forms. I wish prosperity and success. I wish we maintain financial independence. I wish we break through to the next level. And I wish that everyone else's wish and pure intentions come true. You guys stay blessed as always. I'm going to close out with this song like I did last time. And then I'll see you guys in a week, where we'll resume with the Sagittarius season, of course, program.
This time and I'm on, can't fuck with this rhyming I'm on. Seen them talk, now all of them gone. Seen that dog, I gave it a bomb. They like, what is he on? On God, all you my sons. On God, I kill you for fun. On God, there can only be one. Call me Unc, now watch me walk it out. It's on sight, we blast, not talk it out. Kill you goofies, fuckers you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you talking about. 26-year-old dropout. Made 6 figures when I clocked out. Mama said, get my degree, got that with a breeze. Now I rock with my cock out.
Put it on God, put it on Jesus, put it on Yah, put it on Bezel, put it on Allah, put it on Reason, put it on I, put it on We, put it on God, put it on Shiva, put it on Ra, put it on Eden. See the facade and I leave it. Death isn't one, it'll come in a 3.
Another soul I'm out here slaying. Another body out there decaying. Another false god y'all obeying. Another lie getting paraded. Live the truth, watch me demonstrate it. Showed you love even though you hate it. Know the day that your death is fated. I'll make sure that I never say it. Really, I'm not the one to play with. When I knock on that door, it's time to let go. Just give me your soul. I sever that cord, you lose the control. I'm racking up spirits, they racking up dough. Dealing that piece on the low. I cheat on my goals, my words really go. Got more than enough, but it's time to get more.
Put it on God, put it on Jesus, put it on Yah, put it on Bezel, put it on Allah, put it on Reason, put it on I, put it on We, put it on God, put it on Shiva, put it on Ra, put it on Eve. Inside and I leave it. Death isn't one, it'll come in a 3. Please just
call me Unc, now watch me walk it out. It's on sight, we blast, not talk it out. Kill you goofies, fuckers you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you talk about. 34-year-old tapped in. Driver's seat, I'm strapped in. Serving all over your lane, I must be insane. You dying, I'm laughing.
put it on God, put it on Jesus, put it on Yah, put it on Bezel, put it on Allah, put it on Reason, put it on I, put it on We, put it on God, put it on Shiva, put it on Ra, put it on See the facade and I leave it. Death isn't one, it'll come in a 3. Please just
can't fuck with this time and I'm on. Can't fuck with this rhyming I'm on. Seen them talk, now all of them gone. Seen that dog, I gave it a bone. They like, what is he on? On God, all you my sons. On God, I kill you for fun. On God, it could only be